All right, Shalom Akim, all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim out there pushing its word in truth and sincerity. All right, so I want to do this quick lesson, very quick before, I go back into slavery. But we're in slavery right now. When I say slavery, meaning going back into these your job. But your job is just another form of saying you're a slave. All right, according to the definition of an employer and an employee. All right, pretty much a slave master and a servant, a slave. Okay, according to the Black Laws Dictionary, if you go look that up. Okay, but the time that we're in, all right, we're in a time where our enemies are falling right before our eyes. And the Lord, he's doing that. All right. He's stirring up that spirit of contention amongst all the nations. And now all the nations are rising up against the so-called white man, which from our apostles and the elders been preaching and coming out of the scriptures and been telling the people what's going to befall them and telling you these prophecies. And now we're in actually the year of prophecy, coined the apostle Tahar. Okay. And now we're starting to see all these important prophecies start to spring up, okay? And that one of those final prophecies that we're searching, that we're watching for, more rather, is the mark of the beast. So here's a scripture real quick. This is Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. Now, I just want to throw this in there, man. Satan been hindering from me doing pretty much screen captures, So I got to do it over the audio. But, through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, the lessons are still coming out. All right, so the water Yahweh Shema Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash for that. I just want to throw that in there. Let me go back. This is Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that has joy of his children, okay? So this is supposed to be joys and happy in your heart. This is supposed to be something that you're supposed to enjoy while you're here in this fleshly body. All right, you're supposed to enjoy your children, but you can't enjoy your children here in Babylon because number one, they're not your children. They're born with a social security card. They're born with a birth certificate, pretty much a slave name, okay? A slave number. Then they have slave names. Their mother was a slave, their father was a slave, all right, and they're children of the state. Because if you try to discipline your children, the so-called white men, all right, in a form of home protection services in the sheriff's or the police station, they'll come and grab your kid, and then they'll put them into those homes, all right, and your child will get touched on, man, and be totally destroyed. They'll give it up to a sodomite family or a pair of lesbians. And you know that that's a wicked and evil spirit. So how much more that child is going to become? That child is going to be all messed up. And that's pretty much what you have here in America. All right, your children are getting vaccine. All right, causing cognitive diseases. Okay, causing all type of stress on the body. Breaking down their immune system. They're always sick. They can never get over a cold. All right. Somebody, Edomite can come, just grab your kid up. All right, so there's a lot of things going on to where you can't enjoy your children here in America. All right. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies. And this was the point that I wanted to get out. So this is something that in the scripture saying that when you go into Sirach. Okay, he's pretty much saying like I find this pleasurable in my heart. I find this is something that makes me happy to actually see the downfall of your enemies. Okay, and we're seeing the downfall of our enemies. Our principal enemy being the so-called white man. Okay, primarily here in America. Okay. And all the other so-called white people that occupy these stolen lands. All right, you have the South Africans, they want them out of their land. All right, Gad, the Native Americans, they want you out of their land. Okay? Soon all these other nations are going to say, Yankee, go home. All right, and they're not going to do it by policies. They're not going to go into the Supreme Court. All right, they're not going to go into the Constitution. All right, they're not going to wait for reconciliation. All right, they're going to take matters into their own hand. All right, by the form of the sword. And ultimately, that's how America is going to be destroyed, because all the allies that you were once allied with, they're going to turn against you because of your treachery. All right. So things that make us happy, that keep us pushing, we want to live to see the downfall of our enemy. Okay. Let me bring out another scripture. This is Psalm 75:7. But the Most High is the judge, and He has judged America, and He has judged America unfit to rule. Are you Edomites? Because the scriptures say that the earth is given into the hands of the the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So the wicked, according to Malachi, the 1st chapter, and also the deeds that the scriptures talk about what the wicked will be doing. Okay, Job the 20th chapter, Job the 5th chapter. Okay, Isaiah the 14th chapter. Okay, Ezekiel the 25th chapter. Okay. So according to all the things that the scriptures say the wicked will be doing, we now can identify who the wicked is placed upon this earth. And it's a particular nation. All right. The nation being you so-called white people, the Edomites, the biblical Edomites. Okay, so the Most High is the judge, so that's why the sins have been reached unto heaven. And now the Lord, He's starting to judge you Edomites. All right, He's starting to take the curses off of us, all right, and place the curses upon our enemies. All right, the Moabites, which are the Chinese, the Ammonites, which are the Japanese. Okay, the Africans, which are the Hamites, the Japhites, which are the Polynesians. Okay, in these different islands. Okay, the Elamites, which are the East Indians. Okay, the Pakistanians. All right, so all the nations that the Lord has created, those curses are starting to come upon you. That's why you're rising up against Esau, because he's putting too much hell on you, man. All right. But the Most High is the judge. He put up down one and set up another. So the Lord is setting up another. What does the scripture say? Because of unrighteous dealings and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to the other. Because of the way that the so-called white man has ruled the planet Earth, the steward of the earth, he has totally destroyed everything. He has destroyed himself. All right. He has created weapons to pretty much destroy all life on the planet Earth. All right. And he continually shows that he's not fit to rule by the actions that he portrays and that he shows forth. Number one, he doesn't believe in the Most High. Okay. He worships wickedness on the left-hand side. All right. Let me bring out this one more script. I got like maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Let me try to bring out this scripture real quick. So this is because it said that the Lord set up of another, right? He put up down one and set up another, meaning one nation He'll put down. He'll rise them up, and then He'll put them down because they got too haughty and proud. And He set up another. So this last kingdom that's going to be set up is going to be the nation of Israel. Okay. And I can go through, there's multiple scriptures on that, but I'm going to hit one scripture because of due to time, the lack of time. This is Revelation 21:1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea, meaning the first rulership of the planet Earth was passed away. And we know that the first rulership was given into the hands of the wicked, which are the Edomites, right? Which Esau is the end of the world, like it talks about in 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob, which are the Israelites, they're the beginning of that which followeth, meaning they're going to now occupy and rule dominion over the other nations, over the planet Earth, that take care of the earth in its proper right, the proper order. Okay. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem. So this is Israel being in those chariots after the elect of Israel, okay, being in the chariots, and coming down from their salvation. That's going to be the new Israel, man. That's going to be the new Jerusalem, per se, okay. Coming down from out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned to her husband, which we are married unto Yahweh through Yahweh Shai, okay. We are married to Yahweh Shemal Shai. We've been married back to him through his son. His son was able to bring us back and make us clean through his sacrifice and through his shedding of his blood. Okay, the elect have been forgiven. So there's no way of getting around this, Esau. Your kingdom is going right down before our eyes. All right, you are an enemy because of the crimes that you have committed against us. All right, and there's no hope for you. All right, you're going to be rounded up. We're going to put you in a captivity and do everything that you have done to us. Thus said the scriptures, not because we find we want to do our own will, because of the scriptures say so, and we know that the Most High is not a man that he shall lie. Okay, and whatever you sow, if you sow wickedness, you're going to reap wickedness, Esau. So this is what you have done. So until that, I want to say shalom and death to Edomites and death to the nigger woman.